gotkushTV, in conjunction with the official Ghana Be On The Return series, invite you to the biggest end-of-year pre-Kwanzaa celebration in the world, Black Trinity. Featuring a monumental lineup promoting the culture of the African diaspora from Ghana to the Americas and worldwide, including Reggie Rockstone, Yusufu Jallo, VVN, Malachi Selassie, Daddy Makes Dough, Tods, King Wiz, Kubada, Ras Ashiba, Mama Sia, Brother Leader Bandaka, Israel, Obadele Kambon, Sister Moot, Carla Marie, Yemaya Sankofa, Goldflow, and a special Voyage to Motherland panel discussion. All this and more, hosted by Nat Nye and Stella B, taking place Saturday, the 19th of December, 2020, from 12 p.m. GMT. Register absolutely free at gotkushTV.com to gain access to this exclusive live stream. And yes, you heard correctly, this event is absolutely free. gotkushTV, in conjunction with Ghana Be On The Return, presents Black Trinity. This is an event not to be missed.
Fuse himself.
And Fuse himself, he put it together as well, spoke about his journey and how him going back to Africa, and he says it in an interview, but him going back to Africa was actually how he came up with the song Azonto, because he saw the dance he saw the Azonto that the young people were doing, and he was like, what is this dance? And then he wrote a song about it, and then he obviously became what he has become. And so that message in and of itself tells you what you need to know in terms of going back to the source to get the source to then prosper, essentially.
Yeah, and he was so open to giving us a really lovely interview, which we really appreciated. So thank you, Fuse, for doing that.
For taking time. Yeah, what was funny is that the double take when we were in the conference, I know them people from my past.
That call to me was a life-changing trip for me, and obviously now it's so cool to be African because of Afrobeats and because of how we're now retelling the story of Africa, you know. So now if you're a creative, if you're a filmmaker, if you're a musician, it's very important that you use your platform to retell the story, for us to recreate this narrative, because the psychological effects is massive, you know. Because imagine if you're proud to be African, you know, if you love something, you want to fight for it, you know, you want to know more about it. We're all here because we have a general common interest of love for Africa. That's why we're here. We want to know how we can build in Africa. We want to know how we can move back home, you know. And this is the kind of love that we need to develop across the world, across the diaspora, so we can all spend more time together, we can all build trust together, so we can do business together, you know. So definitely what's happening right now, we need to use it, you know, as a way to change everything, from the education system to even religion, you know, because the first white person I saw in Ghana was Jesus, you know, and things like that. We need to really unlearn to relearn. But definitely it's a beautiful time right now. It's a revolution of the mind, essentially the revolution of self-love. And we're all witnessing, everybody's coming to Ghana and enjoying themselves, but we need to attach the purpose to it, which is, you know, love for Africa. We use that as a way to get knowledge, and with knowledge we can gain power. So, yeah.
So when we also, with Fuse, we also had a double take, nostalgic moment with Fuse's manager, Andre Hacket, Mr. Hacket. It was a blessing.
He gave a great intro to the whole conference.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he was the welcome host of the conference.
Yeah, and he was fantastic.
Yeah, just breaking down the history and not this self-awareness and growth that he and Fuse both went through when they first started to open their eyes to Africa.
Good? Yeah. Your way, can I be? Yeah. All right, so first of all, thank everybody for coming out. Welcome to the New African Nation Conference. Also, welcome to 2020. Can we get a da da da? Yeah. Oh, we need to thank God that everyone has made it here. So, you know, funny enough, one of the reasons we, you know, chose this period and this time to actually put on this festival was because we wanted it to be, you know, a great way to start the year. You know, for people to actually, as a group, as a community, for us to come together, to consolidate, sit down, get our minds right, and actually start the year off, actually start this whole decade off, you know, in the right way, in the right mindset. So thanks again for coming. Shout out to everyone that came yesterday. How many people was in the room that actually were here yesterday from the first day? Yeah, make some noise for yourselves. Yeah, we had an amazing time down at the school, so we really connected and set everything off right. So today we just wanted to come and connect and talk. Tomorrow again we're going to be having, you know, the Kente party where we turn up. So as Mohammed said, I just wanted to share the kind of vision and the whole purpose behind the festival. For those of you who don't know, my name is Hacket, aka Mr. Hacket. If you listen to any of Fuse's records. But Fuse and I actually grew up together in London. So he was like, you know, he lived literally next door to me, or the opposite road. So that's music, and that was kind of the main way that a lot of us actually stayed out of trouble. But around that time, we had grown up in the community where we came from. There were a lot of issues. You know, there was a lot of gun crime and people were going to prison, people that we knew, and, you know, Fuse and I said to ourselves, you know, what can we actually do? What can we do with the little resources that we had to actually try and make a difference? The mic was stuck to the wall with a bit of blue tack. We had tissue as a pop shield. It was crazy, but everyone used to come. So we put together a little proposal to our local council. We raised some money, and actually we took the studio from his bedroom and we set it up in the local community in Mitcham. And the idea behind it, what we really wanted to do was, you know, where it was, you could say, quote unquote, it was the hood. There was a lot of, you know, lack of opportunity. But for us, we felt that on a global perspective, even though those children didn't have much where they were growing up with, and on a global perspective compared to children, say,
Greetings! Welcome to Voyage to Motherland on gotkushTV with your host Stella B.
And Nat Nye, the lyrical alchemist.
Yes, and we would just want to say thank you for watching this episode. If you'd like to support us, do follow us on
gotkushTV.
Like and subscribe, and make sure you comment below.
It's Fuse. Yes, it's your boy Fuse ODG, and I want to say a big shout out to gotkushTV, getting you high on knowledge on how to move back home, and big shout out to Voyage to the Motherland, because you already know they have the blueprint for you to come back home. Breath in.